It is top of mind for a lot of parents of teenagers how to make sure that they are being safe once they get their driver's license and take to the road. So joining us right now to talk more about this is David Harkey. David is the president of the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety. David, good morning. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning, Erica.
All right, first off, Dave, there are a lot of risks when it comes to letting your teen get behind the wheel. What are some that parents and kids might not be aware of, and how can parents best communicate with their kids?
Yeah, I think it's important for parents to understand that teens, when you look at the statistics, are about 4 times more likely to crash than those that are age 20 and older. And so it's important to understand that, and then to be able to take that information and ensure that your teen is in a safe vehicle, is making the best use of technology that is available, and then you're doing a good job as a parent of putting restrictions and requirements on them during these very formative driving years.
Well, having been there and done it, it is very, very stressful, but we got there and we certainly just continue to communicate. You're talking about the vehicle. Let's talk about that. What type of car is best for when a teen is just starting to drive?
Yeah, so one of the things that we do annually is we put out a new and used vehicle list that we think includes a number of vehicles that are really good for teens. It includes some of the technologies that we think are important in both protecting the teen when they get in a crash, as well as preventing that crash to begin with. And so, for example, one of the technologies that we require in all of these vehicles is electronic stability control, which can prevent you from getting into a rollover collision. More recently, on some of the newer vehicles, some of the technologies like automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, blind spot assist, all of those have been shown to be really effective for all drivers, but even more effective for teen drivers.
Now, David, when you're talking about cars, we want to make sure our kids are safe behind the wheel, but not all of us have an unlimited price range when we're talking about shopping for cars. So what are the safety features that are sort of ones that we shouldn't pass up, but we should make sure those vehicles have?
Well, one of the things to do, and we always talk about how much safety can you afford. And I think it's important, if you look at the list of vehicles that we have available on our website, what you find is there are vehicles that can range in price from $6,000, $7,000 for a used vehicle up to $30,000 for some of the new vehicles. We intentionally tried to stay away from the really high-priced vehicles. But I think the two things to remember is try to purchase as much safety as you can afford. Try to purchase as much of the technology, such as those driving assistance features that I was referring to, as you can afford. And then if you have 2 vehicles in your family, always remember, you want to put the teen in the safest vehicle. You want to put the teen in the vehicle that has the most technology. I know that doesn't always happen. It certainly didn't happen when I was teaching my kids to drive, but that's a really important thing to do.
Now, there's a lot more to keep in mind. Where can parents go online for more information, more guidance?
So our resources are on our website at iihs.org, and there you can find information about how to put those rules and restrictions in place and even put a contract together with your teen driver. You can find information on the vehicles that we talked about, and you'll find information on the technologies that we discussed. Some of those are in the vehicle, and some of those are available on apps that are outside the vehicle.
All right, David, thanks so much. We appreciate your advice, and your input is obviously very stressful to go through, having been there myself. But you know what? Talk with your kids, be open, communicate, and it's going to work out.